please be advised and be warned before heading in. There might be darker scenes or flashing light sequences, so please be advised if you are photosensitive or prone to seizures or anything else. Just a friendly heads up before you step into this.
This heat? Yes. I was made for this place, wasn't I?
What the
I will protect Master Corel the Captain. I will go to clip off.
Alrighty. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Aramasa, and welcome back to the first Descendant. Now, if you haven't seen the previous episode, we were in an area, where is it? Known as the defensive line, and we had to fight our way all the way through this, in between all the colossi carcasses, and into a tunnel system in the mountain over there to get to a infiltration operation. So if you want to go back and check that out, then please feel free to. It'll be in the Iron Sky playlist as always. But for today, we are heading in here to the defensive line, and where everything else down that hallway is basically dead, but they're just holding out here. And yeah, we're doing part of the fortress. So if you want to stick around and check that out, then please feel free to. And at any point during the video, please feel free to consider liking, subscribing, or anything else, because it helps support this channel and push it out to someone who might find this video enjoyable or helpful or anything else. Thank you in advance, and as always. So we talked to the guide, and she basically said we have to go in here to destroy the Iron Hearts, and that might stop Corel once and for all. So we'll get this underway. Heart of the fortress, 15 minutes or less. Okay. The Vulgus fortress established by Corel for the invasion and domination of Ingress can be considered the heart of the Vulgus Legion, though the most crucial facilities lie elsewhere, deep within the fortress. At its core, a river of molten metal created from the melted colossi flows. The energy is used to invert the Ironheart into an antimatter state through a facility known as the Inversion Furnace, which I'm guessing is this thing. So, should be interesting. We can get a tactical rifle known as Detachment and a Tiger Moth submachine gun, both ranked 96. That's not terrible. Greg's Reserved Fate Blueprint, Energy Activated Blueprint, Catalysts, a whole heap of stuff. Brand new reactor, that'll come in handy. I'm not seeing anything that tells me if I'm going to be in trouble or not, but as always, if I need help, I will go get help, but usually I'm pretty good with this, so let's get to it. Oh, and while this loads, I did go back and check my gear. Didn't really have anything new, just watched a whole heap of stuff, so there wasn't really any major changes other than a new machine gun, which is 122,000 damage, I believe.
Descendant, I'll operate the furnace and start the Inversion Furnace sequence. Follow the directions laid out in your receive and get to the furnace. The Vulgus forces will come after you, but there's no time to lose. You must move quickly.
Guide, I've heard that the inversion process releases an enormous amount of energy. Can you guarantee that the units that enter will be safe without my barrier?
If we can escape while the Ironheart is still in the Inversion Furnace, the Descendants will not be exposed to the energy. Our biggest problem is the Vulgus commander leading the fortress defense. If they appear, they will delay everything, lowering our chance of success.
Leave that to us. I'll blow them up no matter how strong they are.
Okay, let's keep going. Ooh, hello. Can't touch the floor. We can fly across. Oh god. Yep. Safe zone here. Then we get over here. Jump that. Jump this. Oh.
They're operating the furnace. Do they know about the Inversion Furnace? They must believe they can destroy the fortress by overloading it. How futile! Close the partition and stop their advance. Once I've resupplied, I will hunt them down myself.
Who's coming in hot?
Vulgus are stalling. We can open the partition by disconnecting the power. Fortunately, they are unaware of our true goal. They believe that we are only here to destroy the fortress.
However, if Jaber's jamming signal is disrupted, they will discover everything. We must complete the operation before that happens.
Tough little cookie, aren't you? Well, that was easy. Part A into part B and things go kaboom.
Have communications with Master Corel not been restored yet?
Nope.
There's no response from Agios either. However, Master Corel doesn't need to know why the scum are headed to the Inversion Furnace. A dead Descendant says nothing.
No, but a whole heap of dead soldiers definitely do.
Send our forces to the Ironheart lab. We will fight the Descendants there. This is your opportunity to distinguish yourselves in battle. Eliminate the vermin.
Note to self, increase the gamma in this section because it's a little dark. Alright, let's line up. This is the big bad. Is it you? Gonna do? No? There he is.
Not bad. All forces, destroy the Inversion Furnace's control system.
Oh, hello, Greg.
I don't want to meddle with Master Corel's accomplishment, but Damon can rebuild it. You vermin will not have it your way.
3, 2.
Descendant, it's too late. The enemy is fighting back. If they destroy the control system, I cannot continue the inversion process. We must stop them.
Easier said than done. He's getting faster with that. Every time he learns a new trick. So annoying. Ooh, he lay off the missile.
If I fight,
Gotcha. Who's the rest of you? That is just weird. No. Let's keep pushing on. Ah, all there. Okay. They do love this security gates, don't they?
Descendant, I've located the core facility necessary to activate the furnace. I'll try to gain control of it. Then we can be sure that the inversion operation remains viable.
Uh-huh. You do that while I try and survive. Run into you. Okay. Let's get this new machine gun run. Damn. They just keep getting spicier and spicier. That'll probably help me out a little bit. Gotcha. Ooh, hello, gold.
Guide, have you stopped the enemy from destroying the system?
I have accessed the core facility and am installing the system. Once I have completed this, I will be able to activate the inversion furnace. But the automation system has been damaged by the enemy. In order to finish the inversion process, I must operate the furnace system manually.
Wait.
That's what sounded good.
Someone has to be left behind in the furnace.
I'm coming now.
No.
I'll take care of it.
Ajax, you're not thinking straight. We can't hold the defense line without you. If it falls, We'll all fall to the Vulgus.
Damn it.
Descendant,
It's gonna be me.
what do you think? Descendant? Descendant, I understand. I'll inform everyone that we will proceed with the operation.
What do you mean? You're going ahead with the operation?
She has a point. We've come too far to give up. We have to protect the defense line. If we fall here, it'll be all over for the guys at the furnace.
We'll really have to steel ourselves for this.
Okay.
That is the Inversion Furnace.
Whoa.
When you are ready, I'll remove the Ironheart from the arcade. I will be with you until the end, Descendant.
Damn. Scale on this joint. Yeah, and there it is. There. Finally got the thumbnail done. Oh, I do not like that.
Inversion sequence activated. Initiating Ironheart overload. Descendant, as we overload and destroy the Ironheart, you will experience anomalous events in the area around the furnace. It seems this energy is very similar to void erosion. Be careful.
But don't touch the
Can be
donut to
dangerous.
death.
But you cannot place yourself too far from the furnace either. I need a Descendant's RK to control the furnace system.
How do these vermin have an
Good.
and an inverted iron heart, no less? All units, stop the Inversion Furnace. Master Corral must be informed. Restore communications immediately.
Don't touch the donut to death and do not touch the ping pong balls.
Ironheart mass reduction. 30%. The heart is overloading. It's getting more intense. Void erosion is also increasing. Be careful.
The defense line is collapsing. More Vulgus forces are heading to the furnace. They have enough to worry about over there.
We have to step it up.
Ironheart mass reduction. 60%. Descendant, watch out for the fallen fragments of the anti-materialized Ironheart.
Yep.
They are inverting the inverted iron heart. Are they trying to destroy it? So that's what they were intending all along. Not on my watch.
Damn it! The defense commander has broken through the line. He's heading your way.
Lepic, cover me. I need to help Ajax.
Don't worry about me. Go help with the furnace.
Oh god.
This heat? Yes. I was made for this place, wasn't I?
What the
I will protect Master Corell's accomplishment. I will go to clip off.
Descendant, the Vulgus has activated an emergency shutdown of the Inversion Furnace. We cannot complete the overloading sequence until we remove this final safety measure. Defeat
So
the
how do I
Vulgus
break you?
and deactivate the final safety measure.
Where are you drawing from? Those. Okay. Now I know what we're doing. Where's that? Is he awake? He's awake. Alright, let's dance. You're a crazy looking thing, aren't you? Too bad I can't pause the scene and take a screenshot with you. Oh good, there's two of them now. I think there's one. Alright. Where's the other one? There we go. Hi there. Yeah. Okay. I'm out of everything. Gotcha.
Deactivation of safety measure. Pending. Descendant. Destroy the Iron Heart.
You got it. Bugger. How do you like them apples? He doesn't look very happy.
Location being confirmed.
I cannot detect the energy of the Iron Heart in the fortress. Corral, it appears that the Iron Heart has been destroyed.
Dude just gives me Starscream vibes, I swear.
Turn the ship around. We'll put it back.
So what happens next? Maybe Amon's gonna make a move. That'd be cool.
Vulgus fleet is retreating. I repeat, the Vulgus fleet is retreating. Command, what's the situation?
We've confirmed there has been a massive explosion at a critical fortress. The Iron Heart appears to be destroyed. But I can't locate the Descendant signal. Descendant, please respond. Descendant!
Welcome to the void.
Can you hear me? The Iron Heart has been destroyed. Thank you for believing in me. Now no one can alter the balance of Ingress.
Time to get back in the fight, soldier.
Arcade signal detected in the void dimension. This signature is... It is the Descendant's arcade.
Seneca, confirm the coordinates. Engaging emergency transmitter. Initiating transmission. Descendant life sign detected. I repeat, Descendant life sign detected. Ironheart destruction confirmed. The operation is a success.
Wow! We won!
I knew we'd be able to do it.
For
This
now,
is
anyways.
definitely one for the books. It'll be perfect for history lectures.
The Vulgus are retreating here too! I really thought we were goners for a minute.
It's a shame that the Ironheart we used as bait couldn't be saved.
Hey! We survived! That's more than enough.
Well, how do you do?
This is an important operation, so listen carefully.
Hero of humanity. Alright.
Thank heavens, Descendant. You're okay. I thought we had lost you. Your chance of survival was close to 0%. I think the destruction of the Ironheart forced a connection to the Void. That's why you were sucked into void space. Anyway, I'm very relieved that I'm able to personally deliver this incredible news to you. The operation to destroy the Ironheart was a success.
Sweet.
The Vulgus forces at each front are retreating. The fact that they've ceased attacking suggests that Corel must have lost a significant strategic target.
I mean,
After
he
being
needed
outmatched
3
at
Ironhearts,
every
so...
turn, humankind has finally turned the tide in this war. I'm compiling all operation reports, including for the situation at the White Knight Gulch. All descendants that were dispatched there are reported to be fine. Alpha will explain in more detail. Please return to HQ. Oh, just a moment. Speaking as myself, and not as an executive officer of HQ, I'd like to personally thank every descendant. Especially you. You destroyed the Ironheart and prevented an unimaginable crisis. We're all in your debt. Thank you, Descendant, for everything.
Standing by for Operation Debrief. Descendants who have returned to Albion, report to HQ.
Good job, Eugen.
You too, Captain.
Blair, you'll cook something for us when we get back, won't you?
Of course! We're gonna empty the food stores.
Alright. Hey, boss.
Just get to the point.
New phase. Alright. Do I leave this for next time, or do I continue on here?
Good job, everyone. No. Good job doesn't do it justice. The future of the entire human race depended on this operation. And humankind came together to pull it off. Now, Corel and the Vulgus are retreating. Corel discovered that we had taken the inverted Ironheart and tried to come after us. But he was too late. By then, the heart had already been destroyed. We've achieved this major victory due to your actions, Descendant. I'm very glad that we have all of you and the guide still with us. However, Corel took the Ironheart we used as bait and disappeared without a trace.
Okay.
We're currently using all of our recon assets to search for Corel's flagship, but we do not know what the outcome will be.
So he still has one
We
on.
have to remember that this war is not over yet. Corel still has 2 Ironhearts.
No, he has 2, does he?
Probably plotting something even more dangerous as we speak. And there are still Vulgus forces across Ingress. Without a chain of command, they'll be running riot. For now, we're going to focus on our defense at each front and commence an operation to track down Corel's ship and the Ironhearts. Savor this triumph, everyone. Then let's regroup and keep going. From this moment forward, we aim for total victory.
You got it.
I look forward to working together again soon, Descendant.
You have completed one of the sacred missions of the ancestors, Descendant. I'm so proud of you. However, There is something I must tell you regarding the destruction of the remaining Ironhearts. Come, Descendant.
Unfinished
Many
journey.
people were willing to sacrifice their lives for the final operation. But your courage was exceptional. You risked your own life and destroyed the Ironheart in my place, even though I am merely an AI. If it weren't for you, humankind would no longer be here. But Descendant, there is something I need you to know for the future. As you know, the Magisters wanted the Ironhearts in exchange for the resources and technology that the Magisters provide for humankind.
Yeah, I don't think they'll be too
Because
happy.
we destroyed an Ironheart, the Magisters may threaten humanity due to the breach of that agreement. There may be conflicts with the Magisters in the future, and they may even be less forthcoming with their support. But don't forget, every single one of the Ironhearts must be eliminated from Ingress. As long as you remember that, we can withstand anything that comes.
He's hoping.
Continue to fulfill your calling as a Descendant and protect the people you love. I will help humanity. I believe in you, Descendant. Your journey is not over yet.
Descendant, I am so glad you're still alive. The hero that saved humankind. I have a favor to request of you. Have you completed preparations?
The ones to come.
When I located your arcade signal in the void, I was very relieved. Losing a descendant such as yourself is like experiencing the apocalypse all over again. I am very pleased to see you again, Descendant. However, the energy generated from the destruction of the Ironheart has sent ripples through the deepest recesses of the void. Unfortunately,
The Colossi
we're
are pissed.
likely to encounter Colossi of a completely different standard in the future. However, I still agree with the decision to destroy the Ironhearts. If all the Ironhearts are completely destroyed, the Colossi would become oblivious to the Ingress dimension. As closing the dimensional wall is pointless now, the Ironhearts must be removed from Ingress. With the destruction of an Ironheart, it's clear we'll face stronger Colossi. But the night is darkest just before the dawn. If we can journey through this dark tunnel together, the future of Ingress will be bright. Until that day comes, I hope you will continue to work with me and fight the Colossi intercept battles. As always, I put my faith in your strength and determination, Descendant.
Alright, cool. You've acquired an Ultimate Bunny Purchase Ticket Selection Box. The Ultimate Bunny Purchase Ticket Selection Box can be used to consume sections in your inventory. When used, you can choose to obtain an Ultimate Bunny Descendant Purchase Ticket Gold or cheaper. Okay. Cool. Aeneas.
If there's something you need, you'll need to pay.
Stance to the
Descendant,
Magisters.
I have heard that humankind has triumphed against Corel. Humans have won many battles over the years, but they continue to lose the war. Until now. This victory has helped to completely alter my perspective on humanity and Descendants. Although, you did all destroy the Ironheart. The Council of Magisters won't easily forget the choice made by Albion headquarters. And considering that Magisters are of Vulgus origin, the enemy may be closer than you think.
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
But that's only the stance of the Council of Magisters. Some of the Magisters, myself included, will still root for humanity.
Okay, cool.
I want you to remember that I will continue to stand with you all, despite whatever policy is decreed by the Council. It seems as if you'll need many things from me going forward.
Sweet. You can take on difficult missions by changing the difficulty. Challenge yourself to receive rewards. That can only be acquired from hard difficult missions. Okay, try the hard difficulty infiltration operations, special operations, and void intercept battles to receive rewards. They can only be acquired through hard. Okay. Check your map for hard difficulty rewards. Check locations for your desired rewards, and check X all rewards. Okay, cool. Rare weapons are now available at the NPC Descendant shop. I'm not sure where that is. Purchase and level them to increase your master rank. Sweet. I think the Descendant shop's this guy.
I don't deal with ordinary.
No, that's ETA. Who's Desmond? Alright. So, enough with the talkie for now, so I will leave this episode here. I will thank you all for watching. I hope you've all enjoyed, and if you did, please feel free to like and subscribe and all that other fun stuff, and yeah, we'll continue on from here where we're, I guess, chasing down Colossi in hard mode, or doing something else, because I think this was just like the first bit of the Descendants. I haven't played like the seasons yet, so I think the journey ahead's still going to be longer. So if you want to stick around and watch that, then feel free to like and subscribe and all that other fun stuff, eh? Yeah. So Corell's Eamon is plotting behind his back. Everyone at Albion's happy. The Magisters are a little ticked off that we went behind their backs to destroy the Iron Heart. It'll be interesting to see what happens next. So, as always, stay safe, be kind to one another, and yeah, I will catch you all later. Have a good one. Bye.